I am Maria Garcia de Florin. Considering in these times the need for Eucharistic adoration, I would like to highlight the legacy of Elisa Rolls, who belonged to an English Protestant family, founder of the famous Rolls-Royce automobile industry. In 1830, she married Colonel John Francis Vong from a well known English family, but this time with a Catholic tradition. And despite strong resistance from her Protestant relatives, Elisa converted to Catholicism. During the persecution of English Catholics under the reign of Elizabeth I, the Vong ancestors had accepted having their properties expropriated and having to go to prison rather than renouncing to their faith. Courtfield, the original residence of the husband's family in the decades of terror of persecution, became a refuge for persecuted priests, a place where Holy Mass was secretly celebrated. Since then, almost 3 centuries have passed, but nothing has changed in the family's Catholic spirit. Converted deep in the heart and full of impetus, Elisa proposed to her husband that they have many children to make the kingdom of God grow. Elizabeth prayed every day for an hour before the Blessed Sacrament in the chapel of the Courtfield residence, asking God for a large family and many religious vocations among her children. God heard her prayers. They had 13 children, of whom 6 men were ordained priests. Of 5 daughters, 4 were consecrated nuns. All the children of the Vaughan family had a happy childhood because, to educate them, their mother, Elisa, knew how to naturally combine spiritual life, religious obligations with fun and joy. Part of the family's daily life was prayer and Holy Mass, as well as music, sports, non professional theater, horseback riding, and games. The mother told her children several times a week about the life of some saint, and they slowly became great friends for them. Elizabeth took her children during visits to sick and suffering neighbors so that they would learn to be generous, to make sacrifices, to donate their savings or toys to the poor. Elisa died in 1853, shortly after the birth of her 14th child, whose name was John. 2 months after her death, Colonel Vaughn, convinced that she had been a gift from God to him, wrote a letter and said, "Today, during Eucharistic adoration, I thanked the Lord because I was able to give him back my beloved wife. I opened my heart to her with gratitude for giving me Elisa as a model and guide. I am joined by an inseparable spiritual bond to her. What wonderful comfort and grace it gives me. I still see her as I always saw her before the Blessed Sacrament, with her pure and human kindness, which illuminated her face during prayer." Currently, the Courtfield Chapel, where Elisa Rose was buried, is a center for spiritual exercises of the English Diocese of Cardiff and was consecrated by the bishop in 1954 as Shrine of Our Lady of Vocations, inspired by the holy life of this mother of a family who learned, since she got married, that with God we always win.